We're joined by parents Vanessa Maddox from Leesburg, Virginia, who says she doesn't want her kids to learn a whitewashed version of American history. Sally Roeser from Traverse City, Michigan, who argues that teaching too much about racism perpetuates it. And Quisha King from Jacksonville, Florida, who says teaching CRT in schools is only necessary if you believe that whites are better than blacks. Quisha, I'll start with you because what we've said throughout this hour, there is not a school district in the country that has a CRT or critical race theory curriculum. So what is your concern?
I would agree that there is no critical race theory book that is in our K through 12 school systems. However, the idea that manifests in the collegiate level that is interpreted through K through 12 schools is the idea that if you're a white heterosexual male, all these things, that you are the oppressor, and if you're something else, black in particular, that you're oppressed. And I think that is just psychologically on its own, it's dangerous to children on white, black, or otherwise, to have them grow up thinking that they are either oppressors or oppressed.
Sally, let me bring you in on this conversation because, again, I just want to be very clear that critical race theory and this conversation about what to teach at an age-appropriate level about race are two very different things. But what things concern you as a parent that make you feel that this is problematic?
Sure. So I'm not 100% positive what's being taught in our school system. I do know what they are offering for teacher training in our school system, which is really disturbing. This group that has offered teacher trainings is all about anti-racism, but in the documents that I have from that, they actively prioritize interests of BIPOC students over white students. They encourage people to notice color and different patterns based on color. They want to incorporate discussions of race in every single class in school. And to me, focusing on injustices all the time has never inspired anyone to be great. I think that we need to focus on each person's individual privileges. I do believe each student has their own privilege.
I know for you, as I understand, your child came home and said, to you something to that effect of, Mom, that's racist. And that was triggering in some way for you. Why did he say that to you?
I have no idea. He said it as a joke. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I could have said something like, I'm going to be on this Tamron Hall show. Yeah, it's this hosted by this really pretty black lady or whatever. Just by saying the word black, he would make a joke. Mom, that's racist. It was almost like I could picture that's what he and his friends say all day long. That's racist. That's racist.
But you're telling me this is
carrying
what you picture. So you are imagining that this is the problem, or is it really a problem here?
I don't know for sure what's being taught in the school. I know what they're trying to teach our teachers.
Heather, as I said, you've traveled around the country talking about this. We don't have enough time in an hour to button this up. Let me tell you, we could do this all year long. It is uncomfortable. It is complicated. But I just don't know what the conclusion is here.
We've got to shake free of a colorblindness as a means to get to where we want to go. It can be a goal, but if we are pretending to be colorblind, which technically, physically is impossible, I see all the colors in this room, right, including your skin and mine. If we are pretending to be colorblind, then we will most often just be blind to racism.
Wow.